aircraft got damaged in America. Now they say his life is in danger in new aircraft. Thank you so much for joining me. This is Maiyegun. And good morning to you once again. Good afternoon to you. And good evening to you from wherever you are joining us. It is Maiyegun Live. I bring tonight to you a lot of gists. And I hope that the time will kind of be enough. So let's get down to it. So the writer for this broadcast is that of the wife of Tifnumbu, Remi, which is, usually call her rat. Some people may think that's an insult. You call her husband Bat, which is Bola Ahmed Tifnumbu Abi. So the wife is Remi Ahmed Tifnumbu. No be so. So what is that? If you abbreviate that, it is going to be rat. And according to her, in quotes, she was like, if you want the government to be successful, right? And then you do not want a crisis in the country, it is ideal for all of you to pray for the leaders. Pray for us. Stop cursing us. She said that she is 64 years old. What else does she want other than to leave the world that is, beneficial, especially to the young people? So the Christians, religious bodies, should be praying for the leaders and not saying things that will continue to make Nigeria worse. So to them, or to her, the reason why Nigeria is headed for the rock as it is simply because some of you are not praying enough. You should be full of prayers. You should be full of encouragement. You should be full of patriotism and stuff like that. I know it sounds a little bit weird, right? But that's what the Nigeria elites, especially the politicians, love to say, including the religious bodies too. I mean, it's always like pray for your leaders, pray for them. Even if they are not doing well, you need to pray for them. You need to pray to God. You need to pray to Allah to touch their hearts, to make them do the right thing. Sure you get. But I don't know if your causes is the reason why they continue to loot. And I've not seen any of them run mad on the streets. I've said that here many times, right? Just like the wearies that are pushing for Sharia. And I'm like, your Sharia is for the poor people. Your Sharia is never for religion whatsoever. It is how to cage the people. It is how to, it is how to control them using religion and the rest of that. Similarly, religion generally, it is on how to control the mind of the people and make you believe that, your criminal leaders who sat and wrote budgets, padded it, and then started looting the money, right? They need prayer to stop them from being like that. Like your causes makes them loot you. Your causes gets them confused. Something like that. It is how religion works away, right? To control your mind, to make you foolish and stupid, so to say. But these days, it is not really working well for them. I can tell you this for free, okay? Yeah, we still have those who are doing Hallelujah Challenge, that, maybe after they encouraged or tolerate the likes of Tifnumbu and the gang across the contraption, right? They still believe that maybe if they shout on the Hallelujah Challenge, Allahu Akbar, then that is going to change the mind of your criminal leaders from buying themselves 2025 SUV, bulletproof SUVs, so to say. But it doesn't work that way. We now have a lot of people that if you want to get them mad, just begin to try to want to play that religious manipulation with them. You could see wahala. So Nigeria's Vex lady, which is Rat Remi Ahmed Tifnumbu, is a pastor as well. She's a pastor though, a redeemed pastor. You know that, right? Right. So she believes that your suffering or the failure of her husband is due to some spiritual attacks coming from your tongues. All of you, where they cost them, we know it is not true. Okay. Last week, they sent a cheating man to Samoa, and he had to stop over in New York before continuing the journey to Samoa. And then something, according to them, or something happened that suddenly the windshield, is that what you call it? The windshield of the aircraft that he flew to America in, right? The windshield caved in, and the cockpit where the pilot sits, right, got destroyed or damaged, and therefore he couldn't continue the journey. So he had to abort and return back to Nigeria. So a Borno State, I don't even know him until today, the Borno State speaker, the speaker of the Borno State House of Assembly, now raised the alarm that Shitty man's life is in danger. And the only thing that can save his life right now is for him to get his own toy. Remember that when Tifnubu got his Escalade, bulletproof Escalade, they got one. They got one for Shitty man too. So that when Tifnubu got his refurbished you see, I don't know if to say true causes the work. That means it's not working the way it should be working. Okay. Tifnubu bought a 15-year-old aircraft as new. Listen to this, and I think I shared that with you on this platform, Abi, because I got the information then, and I shared it here, Abi. The Nigerian aircraft was purchased by Obasanjo, and according to them, Obasanjo bought it brand new. And by the time Bokuwari left, and Tifnum became your president, they said the aircraft was 19 years old. So which means Obasanjo only used it for 7 years, or sorry, he only used it for about 2 years or thereabouts. Sorry, I can't put the maths together. Anyway, Obasanjo didn't use it much before he handed it over to Yaradua, then Jonathan, then Buhari, then Tifnumbu. So Tifnumbu used it for a few months, and they said the aircraft is old, and Tifnumbu's life was in danger. They needed a brand new aircraft. Guess what? You know the person that sold the aircraft or facilitated the purchase of the aircraft? They were supposed to buy a brand new aircraft for $150 million. Guess what they bought? They abandoned a 19-year-old aircraft for a 14-year-old aircraft. You see that aircraft that Tifnubu is flying now? It's not brand new, right? But they paid a brand new money for it. Guess who purchased it for them? Gilbert Shaguri. Yeah, Tifnubu's confidant. The same guy that got the contract for Lagos Calabar Coastal Road or Coastal Highway. Same guy. So before I came to the studio this evening, I saw where Onofunuga was saying that Tifnubu did not buy a brand new aircraft. He only bought a refurbished one. Can you believe that? They said a 19-year-old aircraft was too old, and Tifnubu's life is in danger because it costs so much to maintain it. So they took $150 million to go and buy a 14-year-old aircraft. So right now, Onofunuga today said Tifnubu didn't buy a brand new one. It was a refurbished one. So they took it to France, okay, to kind of like, customize it to make it like a presidential aircraft, get office inside it, take some seat out. It's like when you buy Danfo, you buy Danfo of 1974, and you can't do Pimp My Ride. How many of you remember that Pimp My Ride on the MTV base. Back then, Pimp My Ride. That's what they did with that aircraft. So Onofunuga said that today. Now, shitty man need his own toy too. Yeah, shitty man needs his own toy too. And it is coming from, according to the Speaker of the Borno State House of Assembly, shitty man's life is in danger now. He cannot be flying in that aircraft that is windshield broke in New York. Therefore, his life is in danger. So they have to buy him an aircraft too. Maybe Kalu will now say, you know what? Take this one. I need another one. $500 million. Well, you can write it down. Don't be surprised. I mean, I won't be surprised. Maybe you will be surprised. I won't be surprised when they will come around and tell you that if Nubu need a better, this one is not a brand new one. Even though they are telling all of you to tighten your seatbelt and continue to pray for them. Citizens are hungry. They are chronically hungry. When they say if you go to Nigerian airports now, people can no longer afford to even fly within Nigeria. Pilots are becoming jobless in Nigeria. This, you can say, is elite problem. No, you are just kind of hearing about how it is now affecting even the elites that probably felt like they are elites themselves. It don't touch everybody. You know that what touches most of you from the ground floor, the bottom barrel of the pyramid, the food chain, is that you can't feed yourselves. A bag of rice, a bag of tomato, a bag of gari, and all of that stuff is your problem. But right now, it is already touching every other fabric of the country as we speak. A trailer fell somewhere in Kaduna yesterday. Guess what happened? Guess. It got robbed.
A safiyar yau Asabar wata mota dauke da kayan taliya ta samu hatsari a garin Sabon Tasha da ke jihar Kaduna, Najeriya. Wasu ɓata gari da ba a san ko suwaye ba sun zo sun sace tare da kwashe wannan kayan taliya da wannan motar ta dauko. Kamar yadda Radio Corp Marshal ya wallafa, sojoji tare da 'yan sanda sun zo sun yi ƙoƙarin hana sata da kuma ɗaukan wannan kayan. Sai dai yanda suka yi ƙoƙarin hanawan abun ya ci tira. Notebook ta samu ta tattaro muku bidiyoyi na wannan yadda wannan abu ya wakana. Sai mu haɗu da ku mu sha kallo lafiya.
Hunger dey for this land. Before 10 minutes where this trailer fall, they don't lose. In fact, they don't loot everything. You can see, maybe see hunger where did the land. See how people they scavenge ground. Oh God, help us for this country. See how people they see. They don't loot everything finished. See, as they run, leave their slippers. See, as they come back, come pick their slippers. See their slippers. Everybody did look for slippers. Look at this. See. The thing don't reach this extent now. 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 They loot everything. Thank God the driver no change address. But they loot everything where they this trailer. Everything. See. Now for Sabo Bridge for Kaduna Bridge. See. Now let God will help us. Now it just be like say people they wait make trailer fall on top of this place. So that they will come loot them. They just they wait. How can a trailer fall for only 2 minutes and they don't loot everything where carry? That means they don't already they wait. This is the height of it. This is the height of it. This is not the height of it. This country. See what people they pick for ground to eat. See what people they pick for grant to eat. See what people they pick for grant to eat.
Allah. Hungry. Allah, hungry.
See what people they pick for grant to eat.
Baba Makowaba. Allah ya bamu.
God give them this one. Say my God give them this one. See what people they pack. See what people they pack to eat. That's the tell you say hunger they this
Oh my God, don't give us food this morning.
Under the year, God don't give them food. See, just imagine. See, now motor where fall, where get accident with this. All the things where you carry, all the things where you carry.
You remember when there was a saying back in the 80s that Nigerians are poor, and somebody said that well, Nigerians have not started eating from the dustbin. Who said that? Was it Politico? Somebody said that, and then the government of, that was during the government of Shagari, they said that Nigerians are poor, and then they said, well, Nigerians have not started eating from the dustbin. I'm not sure. There was another one by David Mark. You know, there's another one by David Mark. I can't remember what he said then, okay? But this one was like a Politico, who said that Nigerians, you know, Nigerians are poor. Everybody saying Nigerians are poor, or Nigerians are suffering. But have they started eating from the dustbin yet? There is no Nigerian eating from the dustbin. Did you see this spaghetti there? Because they believe that they will go and wash it. They could see this spaghetti. The other day, we saw a video of a woman who was picking up rotten tomato, on the streets next to a very dirty, stinking drainage in Lagos. So those are the people they ask you to keep praying for them. And I think that was why when Kolu was seen in Jumat last Friday, maybe he went there to go and pray for you.
Ibrahim Abba Kyari. Then I'm inviting the Wali of Asma'u Alfa Ibrahim, then Ola Dimeji Ibrahim. The Wali of Hawa Abubakar Sanusi, then Tahir Lawal Rikiji. Then Ahmad. Please, only this.
Honorable Speaker.
Okay.
Ask the Honorable Speaker
to stand for him. So, President, sir, you are welcome, sir. Thank you for coming. Of course, the Deputy Senate President is already here. The Speaker is the one who is going to. So you are the Wali of Hosea, right, sir? So who is Wakil of Aliyu Ahmad? Excellency. So don't carry. You can ask the hand of Fauziya Danjuma Goji from her Wali. Who is here?
Wakili Aliyu Ahmed, ina nema wa Aliyu Ahmed auren magurin wali ta sasadaki naira miliyan 1.500 amma
Your Excellency. Yanzu ranka ne ka zama wali. Ya ji daidai. Danjuma Goje. Ka ba da aurenta.
Ahmed auren Fauziya ta sasadaki naira miliyan 1.500.
Alhamdulillah. To yanzu ida to Excellency sai a bada amsa sa. Yanzu kai waliyi ne. Shi wakili ne, ranka kai ne waliyi, kai ne mai bada aure.
At least I think they were all there to pray for themselves and for Nigeria. Let us pray. Anyway, we'll leave that for now. There was this a bit of a face-off, not really a face-off, but it was like a tearing for Devalues. Devalues has been everywhere, all over your faces, talking about Tifnumbu road legacy, when the entire Nigeria, you can see up to 200 kilometer completed, motorable road in Nigeria. Somebody said maybe 300. And you can say, oh, I drove a 100 kilometer stretch without seeing any single pothole or what have you in Nigeria. It's all horrible, 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 so to say. But they are everywhere, talking about constructing 700 kilometers from Lagos to Calabar, super highway, 700 to 700 by, that's 1,400 kilometers. And then constructing another 1,000 kilometers from Sokoto to Badagry, 1,000 to 1,000 from, 1,000 from and 1,000 to, that's 2,000 kilometers road. That's how it is. So every time they tell you about, I'm constructing 200 kilometers and it is a dual carriageway, that means 200 go, 200 back, that's 400. So he went on to go and complain to the House of Representatives committee. They were asking about why the federal roads in Nigeria remains in deplorable states. So Devalues said, there is no resources, there's no money. And so this House of, hang on, before I even show you that, right? So those of you who usually travel from Djibouti to Ibadan, like if you are traveling from Ibadan to Djibouti to Ibadan, I kind of knew that the roads was like bad. I just didn't know that it is this bad now. When was the last time you traveled the road? Let me show you what it looks like just yesterday.
I advise ẹ̀yin tí ẹ bá bọ̀ láti Ìjẹ̀bú tí lọ sí Ìbàdàn pé ẹ má gba ọ̀nà Ìbàdàn sí Ìjẹ̀bú Òde, ẹ má gba ọ̀nà bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Àbí Ìbàdàn sí Àwàdẹ ni, àbí Ìbàdàn sí Òru. Ẹ má gba ọ̀nà bẹ́ẹ̀ o. We have been in this queue for over 2 hours now. Láti wà lẹ́nu queue, ẹ wo ọ̀nà yìí. Ẹ̀yin tí ẹ bá mọ Governor Dapo Abiodun ẹ jẹ́ bá ké sí wọn o. Ẹ wo ọ̀nà yìí. Just look at this road. There is a lot of queue, both left and right. A lot of queue. We've been in this street for over 3 to 2 hours now.
ọ̀nà yóò dára.
Ẹjọ́ tó ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá ń bọ̀ láti Ìjẹ̀bú Òde, àbẹ́ ń bọ̀ láti Ìbàdàn, ẹ̀ ń lọ sí Ìjẹ̀bú Òde. Ó máa bẹ́tà kẹ́ lọ gba express o. Ó máa bẹ́tà kẹ́ lọ gba express. Ọ̀nà yìí ti gé sí méjì o. Ó ti gé sí méjì. So ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá ní important láti ṣe tẹ́lẹ̀ mọ̀ pé ẹ nídìí àkókò. Máa advice yín kẹ́ lọ gba express. Ẹ má gba ọ̀nà Ìjẹ̀bú Òde sí Ìbàdàn, ọ̀nà àwa yẹn, ẹ má gba ọ̀nà Òru. Ẹ má gba ọ̀nà yẹn ti gé sí méjì o. Ṣẹ́rí mọ́tò tí ń bàjẹ́ sọ́nà. Máa advice ẹ̀yin tí ẹ bá ń bọ̀ láti Ìjẹ̀bú.
But Devulumaye wants to construct a coastal road, and they don't have any plan of constructing any coastal road. Kankan. There is no plan of constructing Sokoto to Badagry Road. Kankan. It is just, I don't know how to describe it, Sha. But listen to this House of Representative committee member, or more, anyone lose up. Like, don't tell me about. Please don't whine me. Oh,
you are not here to come and tell us what you already knew in the area of resources. So if you are telling us the reason why you have failed in fixing our road infrastructure is because of resources, don't let me take you up there. Because you concentrated your energy as a minister on less priority issues. Don't discuss resources. I say it again. With all the road that we have across the country have failed. If you are addressing these roads, existing roads, with the resources that you have, sir, honorable minister, we will not be where we are. Don't discuss resources. I say it again. You came here last year, you got 300 billion budget approval, supplementary approval. Don't raise my emotion. I am worried that you are not concerned about fixing Nigerian roads. We are not here for business of whether you want to do the job or you don't want to do the job. Stop telling us we are awarding road. We don't want you to be awarding road that you are not ready to do. How can you be telling us that there is no resources? In less than 1 minute, from everything that everybody has said, it's a clue. You have no plan for us as a nation. I was wondering what was used as benchmark for your appraisal.
a rep member was like, "Don't tempt me, please. Don't provoke me. Oh, don't come here and begin to talk about resources. You are awarded 12 billion. See you, 15 trillion naira. 15 trillion naira. Trillion. That is more than half of Nigeria national budget. 15 trillion for one road. There was no bidding. There was no competition for it. No, nothing. No. They just announced it. Similarly, 1,000-kilometer road. Again, to Shaguri, I believe. No bidding, no competitive, no nothing. We don't even know how much they awarded that one now. But it's believed that they have awarded 1,000 Sokoto to Badagry Road. Like the coastal road, they did not make too much noise on that one. So what about the money for it? Where do you think you're going to get the money from? Don't worry, we'll get the money. From where? When you go to the major roads in Nigeria, federal roads in Nigeria, they are like already, oh. And the man was like, you came here, you got an approval. Supplementary budget, you got an approval of 300 billion. What did you use the money for? We don't even know what you are using to appraise the road contracts. You're just awarding contract, Abby. But we have no idea how you're doing it. Because it's obvious that you have no plan of fixing any road. That is why you see some of their agents who are busy doing something like this. VIO. CVIO. These ones are supposed to catch bad vehicles on the road. Is that what the work of the VIO or something? Vehicle inspection, is that their name? Take a look at this. Government agent too. Government agency.
They were looking for cars that are not roadworthy. But see what they are doing to somebody's car.
VIO trying to remove the number plate of a vehicle stylishly without the person even knowing. This is Nigeria VIO. VIO. Is it the work they ask them to be doing? VIO. Just look at this is Nigeria VIO, Vehicle Inspection. Look at this one, standing to cover so that people will not know. He has removed the plate number. You see, stylishly remove the plate number, and the person with the vehicle did not know. The person did not know. Where is he taking it to? Where is he taking it to? God knows where he's taking it to. And the man doesn't even know. It is well. That is Nigeria VIO for you.
Did you see that? Government agents, government agents removing plate number, the number plate of a vehicle, pretending to be checking his documents, and then a tout remove the the number plate. So they will now say, "Hey, come here. What happened to your number plate? Your car don't get number plate. You need to pay 50,000 naira, or we are arresting you." That is how degenerated the contraption is. Everyone there that's supposed to kind of uphold the law is a lawbreaker, because that is what they feed from. They are all out not to do the real job, but to extort you. And anything and everything that is going to make them collect money from you is what they will do, even if they have to put your life in danger. If they have to put the life of other road users in danger, they will do it. And once they realize that something happened, they will run away. They will run away. Because some of them are not even paid. You hear that they've not been their salary, they've not paid their salary for the past 2 months, 6 months. And you'll be like, how come they didn't pay your salary and you're still going to work? You shouldn't be going to that work, to that job anymore. If they fail to pay your salary this month, why are you going there to work? Because they are all corrupt enough that they do not depend, they don't even need their salaries. It is by extorting the people. That's why I call the place dog eat dog. You get that? It is a place called dog eat dog. That's why everybody just have to pray before they leave the house. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy wish be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us these days our daily bread. As we forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive. We have to pray. And if you look at the entire prayer points here, the VIO and the rest of them are also included in the prayer. Don't let the VIO hit us today. Dami is a prominent member of this platform. He shared his own experience, where after work, he will use his own personal car to run a Uber. He ended up having to spend bribing criminals like that who are waiting to take his earning from him, right? Until he gave up totally. Idris, a prominent member of this platform, has been robbed by touts who decided to block a road sign that says this road is one way, only for them to direct him to take his delivery bike, take it through that route, okay, so that they could extort him. And when he reported to the police was only waiting to get him even more extorted. They want to extort him more. dog eat dog. How do you describe that? Sad. However, there was this what do you call it? There's this clip I found today. It was a year and 7 months ago. It's about 19 months ago when Mumudu Yakubu announced their Kolu as the winner at 4 a.m. in the morning. And these women, they were like, I decided to share the video with us on this platform again this evening. Maybe you can help me. If you know these women, I would like to know how they are faring now. Our lokan don't turn to a bilokan. Remember that. Our lokan has turned to a bilokan, a lokan. Today, I would love to see those women again and say, how far? Somebody said they are caring for bread now. It surprised them, like shocked them. They didn't actually expect this, I think. Fortunately, well, let's leave that for a while. Yesterday, their NDLEA went to a house in Ikoyi, Lagos, where they discovered the stash. Yeah, the stash of drugs in Ikoyi. Ikoyi. It was.
Oh, that's you. There's a small safe here, underground safe here. Yeah. Where's the key? Where's the key? Where's the key? The key is outside. Yeah, give me the key. Let's be officer. Which one is the key? Okay, this one. That's not the key. Check the other key. Check the other key. That is it. That's open? Yes, it's open. Open it. Fine. Wow. 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 This is the hole inside the house. Wow. It is that's Ramadan. And codeine with cough syrup with codeine. Okay, yeah, bring them out. Ramadan 225. Codeine. Wow. Ramadan 225. Okay. It's much. Please, can someone get me a bag there? Yeah. The arranging is there, sir. Let me see. Bring all of them out, sir. Where's the bag? Give me the bag. No, hold on first. Hold on first. Hold on first. Just bring me the one. Let everything be empty for you. Okay. Box, yes.
EFCC chairman still dey for jail. Politician wey in the probe don enter for power. EFCC chairman still dey for jail. Politician wey in the probe don enter for power. Ewo, EFCC chairman still dey for jail. Politician wey in the probe don enter for power. Ewo, EFCC chairman still dey for jail. Politician wey in the probe don enter for power. If you dey do government work, you no carry am for head, you. Maka one day, aga bokwa gike na ma o. Ina na government, you. Iri ye wayo, nwanne mo, ebukwa ya n'ishi. One day, aga bogike na ma o. Ewo, EFCC chairman, no dey for jail. Politician wey in the program enter for power.
Everybody, they are talking about the drug pandemic among the young people in Nigeria. You can't go make a druggie. Oh, well, you now have a druggie as your president. Yeah. Baby debe, travailler. We remark Polori streets. If the whole thing, everybody want to drown their frustration with something. And that is why you have more and more all kinds of drugs. Like our drugs, if say, when me they grow up, I don't hear them before in my life. At the year banana, I don't know what it look like when I was growing up. Today, people, they smoke latrine. Yeah, to get high. People are smoking gum to get high. People are going to burial ground to go and smell the dead body. They will dig hole. And they will go and dig hole next to a grave. You see the oozing hot smell that will come out from that place. They will put their face and like that. Now that T-pain is your president, where everybody they feel the pain. They feel them as it's not supposed to be. Because this one are extra. People are consuming just anything and everything and more kidney failure. Now you be that. Somebody said that if you have money, you should go and invest in what do you call that thing again? You should just go and invest in healthcare. Sure, you get like go and build an hospital where people will be coming for dialysis and stuff like that, because many Nigerians will need that, and there is none in that place per se. Sure, you get because of what people are consuming to drown their frustration, to drown their whatever it is that they are trying to kind of drown. It's not a drug. It's a drug dungeon like Pablo Escobar, sort of. So talking about the out-of-school children, right? They met this guy and he was talking about what he's been doing in Kaduna to tackle the out-of-school children pandemic in Kaduna. Ubasani, remember him?
This is just a routine visit to see Mr. President and brief him on the situation in Kaduna generally. And of course, we had a very fruitful discussion with Mr. President. I briefed him about the the situations in my own state, particularly the issue of security, which you are aware that we are making a lot of progress. In the last few months, we have not had any major security problems in Kaduna. I also briefed him on the situations in regard to governance generally, and some of the challenges we are facing and some of the progress we've made in areas that are very critical in Kaduna. Of course, I also discussed with him on the progress we've made since our MOU with Huawei in China. I briefed him about the progress we've made. Committee has been set up and progress has been made as we are speaking. We have been able to achieve the first phase of the MOU. Of course, we also talked about development in the area of education, healthcare and infrastructure, which Mr. President happens to be extremely happy with the progress in Kaduna. So we also discussed our effort toward addressing the problem of out-of-school children in Kaduna. I informed him that in the last 6 months, we have reduced the number of out-of-school children to the tune of about 300,000 because we built about 62 secondary schools in Kaduna, 2,340 classrooms in primary schools. We have employed teachers. We have also been able to reconstruct, remodel, and equipped about 12 secondary healthcare centers in Kaduna State. And not to talk about the 62 roads we are constructing, totaling about 700 kilometers across Kaduna State. Some of them have been completed and commissioned. Some are still in progress. We've already also bought about 100 CNG buses in Kaduna State, which we are also calling on Mr. President to come to Kaduna to commission for us. All this is in line with the renewed agenda of Mr. President. You know, we have had a very robust collaboration with security agencies in Kaduna State. We also increase the level of synergy between the security agencies, Kaduna State government, and other relevant stakeholders that have been helping the state in terms of intelligence gathering and sharing. So for me, we made it clear that security issues is the responsibility of every citizen of Kaduna, so not only the security agencies, and that has really helped us to address the problem. I was in Benungwari last month, and of course I was informed by the Emir of Benungwari that in the last few months we have not had a single incident of insurgency or banditry. We embarked on a very serious adjustment. Like you're aware, we made it clear that we need to reduce the cost of governance in Kaduna State. To date, we have not bought a single vehicle for any government official in Kaduna State. That has really helped us. We've reduced the allowances of all our commissioners, advisors. Even my humble self here, I've been receiving half of my salary since I became governor of Kaduna State. I've not had a single vehicle as a new vehicle as a governor. So we tremendously reduce the cost of governance, and that's the way.
I just thought I should remind you that he's lying, okay? And in some cases, some part of what he said is exaggerating. Like 100 CNG buses, they are waiting for people to come and commission it before they will start using it. All right, they have built a 62 new classrooms. That's a lie too. Okay, it's either an outright lie or an exaggeration. I just thought make I tell you, because among his achievements, it's also the demolition of is one. You see, there's this guy called what's his name again? Yaya Gilima. All right, he's an activist from Kaduna State. If you're from Kaduna, you probably have heard of him, Abi. Yeah, he's considered to be partially loyal to Kaduna Littlefinger, El Rufaya of Kaduna. Okay, and as part of his achievements, Ubasani, it took his demolition squad to his house and demolished his house for no just reason. Some said for no just reason. But if you obviously know the reason, I'll show you the house. See, when I was younger, not too young though, but like I was like around, I mean, I was a teenager, right, in Odogbolu. So there was this local government chairman. Then his name is Ayokunle Bolujoko. So Bolujoko as our local government chairman, we were having a chat, or he was having a chat with some of us. And then he told us the power of government, right? How politicians, when they have power, what they can do, and they will get away with it. The politicians are ready to use 100 million naira government money to destroy 100,000 naira property. If they have to prove a point to somebody that they consider as a political enemy or a political threat. They said, for example, as a local government chairman, if he's not comfortable with someone, let's say even that person is a chief, a king, or maybe a millionaire or a billionaire in the area, right? A local government chairman can just come and say, this, your house here, because of you, a local government chairman can say, they want to build a new road here. And therefore, they need to demolish all the houses here. And they will bring a gazette that will be backdated. And they will say, in 1979, this place, now road is supposed to be. Now some people changed the plan. Now we need to go back to master plan. And they'll bring their katakata and demolish everybody's house. Because of you, they can demolish like 50 other houses. And pay compensation to others, but not you. I was like, how is that possible? So it's government. I would just say that that's what he said. I would just say this place, so na road supposed to be there. You know, supposed to be house. Maybe you go and say, where's the map? Where's the plan? Where's the government plan? This land is not. You see, they will bring it out. That is what Nigerian politicians are very good at. If they want to deal with you, right, they can demolish your property. You can go to court. You can win in court. The court can tell them to compensate you. But that person would have done what he wanted to do first. That's how wicked they are. And it is the same all over Nigeria. It is the same. They don't really keep anything. They destroy. That's what they do. So when I saw that, earlier today, I was like, it's not necessary, so to say, but it happened in Kaduna. Many, many like that. El Rufai did his own too. But let's take a short one. I want to say a big thank you to all of you, by the way, from yesterday. So we can say it is already 24 hours when I introduced the alternative, or should we call it our sphere platform called the MaiyegunsDiary Premium. So between that yesterday and now, we've had over 1,000 subscribers. Thank you to every one of you who took your time there. I've decided to join it to this broadcast so that it can also have its own, just a little bit of a content there running. So we have nearly 1,100 within just 24 hours, all organic. Thank you so much. So if you do search for MaiyegunsDiary Premium, and I implore us to, I do implore us to please go on there and still subscribe, okay? So on this MaiyegunsDiary Politico, the whole issue is currently being looked into and resolved. And hopefully the whole Wala will be put behind us soon. But we are also not looking back in creating an alternative in case if any of such surprises happened again. So we would not be missing anything. So remember, if you haven't really followed me or subscribed to my channel, MaiyegunsDiary Premium, please do, okay? And I'll keep appreciating you for that. So thank you. Now, going forward, I'll come back to it later. There is this man called Igbo Aja in Anogene, I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right. You need to help me, okay? So Anogene music crooner in Enugu. He was invited, this man on the left, he was invited to come and perform for the anti-court, the police anti-court squad, so to say, in Enugu. And he went on to perform for them. The story was that another squad or another member of the squad now said, no, he should perform for them too. As he was now setting up to kind of perform his Okene music for them, this man in handcuff, right, opened fire on him and he shot him 8 times. 8 times. Initially, they said it was accidental discharge. No, it wasn't. It was murder. I wouldn't like to show you the video of, oh my God, some of you probably have seen the video of his bullet-riddled body, right? So the man got arrested, the police officer got arrested to prove to us, because the youth protested in Enugu. It's a big stop in Enugu, so to say. So I'll show you before and after, all right? So who is this Igbo Aja guy? Please watch this. And then what happened after he was killed.
Okay, now I see.
How do you bomb me?
People protesting, and they protest madam one who got babunia, Goja. Oh, you make it up. Oh, did I make it up? I need to protest. No, we need protest.
Wait, Goja.
Anti-cuts, here we come. Boja, iwe, come on. Iwe, Boja. Iwe, Boja. Oh boy. Angry crowd. What up, easy? Ndị eji go tear gas na egbe. Nekwe ha ka na-abịa, a na-agbaka tear gas. Lee ha, a ka na-agbaka tear gas. Nekwe ha, ha ka na-agbaka tear gas na-agba egbe. Nekwe ha, nekwe ha, nekwe ha, nekwe ha, nekwe ha. Ha na-agbakwa egbe na-agba tear gas na-abịa ebe a. Nekwe ha, nekwe ha, nekwe ha. See them, see them. See, they are shooting at us. 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 Any local government chairman is here. Yeah, they are still shooting. See, tear gas. They just shot tear gas at us. See. Peaceful protesters. They've been shooting at us. See. Look at them.
I mean, you know the Nigerian police, of course. Automatically, if you see people coming in larger numbers, then they panic. And in that process, they just believe that they should start shooting at them. But the situation was brought under control because a lot of people reacted. It was one of the killings that really got to so many people that they couldn't believe it. It was not like he had an encounter with the police or anything. No, he was there to perform for them. Accidental discharge. Okay, accidental discharge means you cock your gun to shoot. Why did you have to prepare your gun to ready to shoot? If you are in a party mood, so an artist is there performing the organic dance to you. It's Igboja. It's not a Igboja. It's Igboja. That's it's at sort of a name. He's already done with the first part of the entertainment. They enjoyed themselves. Everybody was fine. Then he had to kind of move his stage to another part of probably the city or the station. Then setting up there, this man shot at him. He murdered him. That's not an accidental discharge. Accidental discharge means your gun just kind of got out of control. But you shot him 8 times. 8 times. That is not accidental. Look at his eyes. So the police, when police now saw that this one is like, if you cause riot in the whole of Enugu, I was going to lead to the breakdown of law and all that, they quickly arrested this man as the guy responsible. So he murdered him. That wasn't an accidental discharge. Accidental discharge probably would be like a shot. But this man was shot 8 times. You see all his body, man. Then if you actually see the way they kind of treated him like he's a criminal, they put him at the back of a pickup. They put him at the back of a pickup. And when you see when they were trying to bring him down, they took him to an hospital, right? Where he was already dead. Okay? But you would think it's one of Nigerian police now, when they shoot at criminals and they kill them, they pack them up in their pickup truck. That's how they left this man. I mean, how could that even happen? So this morning, the governor, the other politicians, they have been moving enough to impress the people that they have this under control, and they will make sure that justice is done, like, Nigerian way. Justice is done, justice is done. In one of the meetings.
My mother and my father, Maiyegun. I have to go with the person and get to the police. I'm a lawyer. As early as 5:30, I know an antipode.
But I chose a call before.
Thank you. I have to care one.
I think I put on a kind of way of kita. Only long benefit time. Long benefit time. I met a wire and it was all born up. So I am my uncle. I am Diana. I'm sure the police are better than your community. Go ahead and some insurance. Man, I used to know that about you. You know, so people, I get against governor and local government. Police are anyway, the new extension. So people are you. The guy went to I get a police.
So his mother, they killed him. And fair enough, because his own guys were with him when that happened. It would have been a different story. They would probably have dumped his body somewhere and claimed that IPOB killed him. You know, Nigerian way. Their media would probably have carried it, but somehow this couldn't be twisted. It couldn't be, you know, the story couldn't be like changed. That they had to hurriedly display the image of the murderer, the police officer that shot and killed him. And I'm not even sure if this person looks like a police officer that killed him, because look at him. He's got beard. So Nigerian police don't keep beard. Do they keep beard? Or is he anti-court guys who are also mostly courtists themselves? Killer squad. Because this one doesn't look like he's supposed to be a police officer. Eventually, he's a police officer who is keeping beard, right? Because I thought police officers don't keep beard in Nigeria, right? So they are why, I mean, it was so fast that normally they wouldn't even let us know the police officer's name or his face. But last night, they quickly released his image to douse the tension, and now the person will kill him with this, now the person will kill him with this. So this morning, they just showed us that he's in jail, he's being handcuffed, he's been arrested, and all that. And Nigeria is just a place that, honestly, I just believe that it's a place that is meant to just kill us. You know, yesterday's survivors, they are today's victims. Today's survivors, they are tomorrow's victims. We are all disaster waiting to happen. Yeah. Every day, all of us are collecting our share. Nigeria is happening to us every day. So if it hasn't happened to you, don't worry. If it hasn't happened to me, I shouldn't worry. My time will come too. As long as that contraption remains what it is. Turn by turn, Nigeria Limited. That's what it is. A disaster waiting to happen. We are disasters waiting to happen. Even when you stay away, a man who stayed away, who left Nigeria, spent about 22 or 23 years abroad. He traveled back to Nigeria. He got to Owerri, and he got kidnapped. The next thing they took, they collected ransom. They still killed him. A man who lived in Germany for years returned back to Nigeria, started a farm in Oyo State too. You remember that man that they killed? In Oyo, the Fulani kidnapped him, they killed him, they collected ransom, and they still killed him. So we're all disaster waiting to happen, honestly. Nigeria no happen to me. Nigeria no happen to me. Amen. But Nigeria is happening to us every now and then. It's just that some of us will never live to tell the story. Some of us are alive today talking about our experience, how Nigeria this, how Nigeria that. You know, if you know what happened to me yesterday, my brother, if you see what happened to me last week, honestly, if I tell you what happened to me last night, you are alive to tell the story. Some are not that lucky. They are not. Like this Igboja guy, he wasn't doing anything wrong. He probably felt like the police are his friends. I mean, how else would you feel safe when you are entertaining police officers? They are meant to be your friends. They are meant to keep you safe. Then one of them just decided and cock his gun and shoot at you 8 times. Shoot to kill. They can't try to one twist and say, nah, accidental discharge. There's nothing called accidental discharge. If you cannot handle firearm, do not give the firearm to anyone who cannot handle firearm. If you are not trained to carry firearm, do not carry firearm because you can kill. That's not an accident. No, it's not an accident. They lured him into their midst and then they killed him. His family will never see him again. His children will never see him again. They thought he was just doing his own legit work. Legit work. Oh. Last week, one of the lawyers to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu released a video about the DSS, Dokpemu Stupid Service, preventing him from seeing Mazi. And there is an alarm that maybe something has happened to him because the last time he saw him was in September. That's over a month ago. So why would they not let him see him? So DSS now said something later that, well, it was because that Nnamdi Kanu's lawyers filed a case against the judge that is handling his case to recuse herself. So because it has not been resolved because of that case, that is why they don't think Nnamdi Kanu should see his lawyer. But somehow the guy who is representing his constituency in Abia visited him and uploaded a picture by telling us that, oh, it's fine, it's this, is that, because after seeing the video himself, he had to go and beg the Speaker of the House of Representatives to please facilitate his meeting with Nnamdi Kanu, which he obliged him, and DSS honored that sort of a clearance, and he met with Nnamdi Kanu, which he sent us these pictures, right? This is the guy. So he showed us that Mazi is fine, according to him. And then there is a family member of Nnamdi Kanu who also visited him, that went with him. And according to him, he said they are working to have a political solution, something like that. So he's been one of those politicians demanding for the unconditional release of Nnamdi Kanu as well. Give that to him. But 2 days ago, Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer, Aloy Ejivako, released a statement in detail, replying the DSS of why they denied him his legal counsel visiting him. Here is a clip from that.
Distinguished members of the media, this brief press encounter by the members of the legal team of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the media people concerns primarily what happened yesterday at the Federal High Court. Yesterday, because of the serial and consistent disobedience of the orders of Justice Binta Montere Nyako regarding the council visitation to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the Federal High Court Registrar issued a Form 49. A Form 49 is a notice issuing to the defaulter, to the contemnor, the person in contempt of court, the person disobeying the order, to come to court and show cause why he should not be committed to prison for disobedience of court order. This happened yesterday, and I shall release the transcript to the media after this press conference. Now, the idea we got, it is very self-evident that the DSS, the DG of the DSS, Mr. Adeola Oluwatoshi Ajayi, is not acting in vacuum. He's acting on the authority of an advice, legal advice rendered to him by the Office of the Attorney General of the Federation and their private lawyer, Ashowaju Adibwega Awomolo, SAL. Legal advice is this, that by virtue of the recusal of Justice Binta Nyako from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case, all the orders she made in relation to that case are now null and void. They actually took a step by filing a court process at the Court of Appeal stating the same thing, that all the orders issuing from Justice Binta Nyako are now null and void. Evidently, that legal advice has not been retracted, and that is why the new DG of DSS, Mr. Ajayi, is refusing us, lawyers Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, from having any visitation whatsoever with him as ordered by the court. You will recall that Justice Binta Nyako ordered that counsel to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the legal team, should be given a 3-day visitation regimen every week, which are supposed to be on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. But since 27 September, and pursuant or after the recusal of Justice Binta Nyako, DSS has consistently refused us entrance into the facility to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And in fact, on 23rd, which was on Wednesday, we were barricaded. We were stopped at the very first gate of DSS from even going inside. This is a travesty of justice. When you disobey the order of court, no court should take it lying low. And this was why the Registrar of the Federal High Court issued that notice to Mr. Ajayi yesterday. Now, let me say this. When they filed this legal process in court, seeking to nullify all the orders issuing for Justice Binta Nyako, we did not go to sleep. We also filed a counter process in response, stating to the court that if in fact the orders issued by Justice Nyako are now null and void, then that must include, as a matter of logic, it must include the very order she issued, which was the first one that led to the remand and detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So if the government is now arguing that the order of visitation is no longer valid by virtue of that recusal, then the order of detention shall also not be valid. This is our argument. So we use this opportunity to make the point that this continuing misconduct by the DSS, which is unconstitutional, is the number one thing that is complicating the trial of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that they so much desire. Pray, how can you try a man? How can you subject a man to trial for capital offenses when you do not allow his lawyers to see him? This is why we're opposed to trial. But they make it look like we are unwilling to stand trial. No, we are not. We are willing, but the constitutional considerations or constitutional conditions, requirements before a trial can ensue must be present. And the most important one, and which is overriding, is our client's right to fair trial. You cannot have fair trial in the absence of lawyers having access to the defendant to prepare him for trial. So this notice that was issued yesterday has become the climax of this serial contempt of orders of court by the DSS. And we don't think, and we never expected, that the new director, a well-educated man like Mr. Ajayi, which I understand to be a lawyer, should inherit the whatever bad legacy that was left at that DSS the predecessor, by the departing Bichi. So we expected him to act better and to act within the confines of the law. So this is why
a lawless country would never act better or act within the confines of the law. That is too much asked, so to say. So I just thought I should remind them of that. So the Dokwemu Stupid Service is playing the same card that is being dealt them from the Office of the Attorney General of Nigeria. It is all within the old place. And I'll keep reminding you, if anything happened to Nnamdi Kanu in that place, Tifnubu should be held responsible for it. It is no longer Bukwari, it is now Tifnubu's responsibility. All right? So they are the ones, because he has to keep him there so as to placate those who wanted to keep him as a trophy. In other words, as well, those who are cashing out for keeping him, making so much money from keeping him, they would want to probably keep him forever, but they can't keep him forever. Yeah. So that's from that. Peter Obi was on his thank you tour. He called it thank you tour. It was in Liverpool the other day. Now is in the US, in America. It was in California. I think it was 2 days ago or yesterday. No, I think it was yesterday. Then it was in Georgia. Same yesterday, I believe. 2 days ago and yesterday. Doesn't matter. So from California's California meeting, it will be and the obedient in America.
Most sincerely, I apologize to you that we started late because of him. But it's not do that, so let me take that first. Let me start by number one, gratitude to Almighty God that made it possible for all of us to be here. Number two, gratitude to those of you who put this together. And gratitude to those of you who, of course, been busy subduing part of this to Nigerians too. Because sometimes you are still come out and say, okay, let's just go and know what this is about. Here again. So I think it is not easy to listen to that was story Pastor started with. We are only to be there. I met somebody today who told me that since he was born, I've never heard anything good happen. He was born 90 something. Every day he wants to go to confuse and get back so that he doesn't think he will ever get. And I said, well, you will get ready. Finally, that shows that we went to the election. I've only one place of comment. So I appreciate you. Appreciate your effort. We politicians are fond of never going back, either we win or lose. Say, thank you. It's very good. But I have to say, no, we'll come back and say thank you. Because without you, whatever they are able to achieve, will have been possible. It was you. It can also be reversed. Because Nigeria has what can make it reverse. I see it every day. I feel it every day. It's the same. People can tell me anything. Africa as a whole have far more potential than anywhere in the surface of the earth. The only thing they require is leadership. It's time for it. Nigeria in particular have what it takes to become what it used to be. I was telling the young man I was traveling today with, I said, soon after the formation of BRICS, when the BRICS was formed, soon after the formation of BRICS, within the first 5 years, an economist thought about the mint nations. He said they were looking for the BRICS. And that mint nation were Mexico, Indonesia, Nigeria, and Turkey. People don't even know the such a thing existed. And they were at this bar. Today, the other countries have become high in measurements of development. They're still low. And we're now going to lots of things and everything. Nigeria started well, with all the good intentions. Today we're talking about fuel scarcity, fuel costing too much, not having a refinery not working. Nigeria built its first refinery within 6 years of discovering oil. Go and check, most nations didn't do that. Countries like Vietnam and everything just built refineries 2 years ago. Ours we started that. We're talking about power. The first time Nigeria borrowed money as a country was by Tafabanov in the early 60s. World Bank, go and read the World Bank report, it's there. He borrowed money to build the Kainji Dam. Kainji Dam is still there. Go and read the World Bank report. It says this is the country of the future. Most sincerely, I apologize to you that we started late because
He was in Georgia too. And this is what happened there.
let me borrow our kind word of chairman of the association and chairman of the 2022 occasion. Chairman today and organizers, let me very respectfully stand at all protocols, very respectfully and duly observed. I know for the organizers, I must thank you especially. You've been working so hard, everything. And since today, when I arrived at Atlanta, it's been one event after the other. I was a bit surprised that some people are still with this sort of people here today, because I thought maybe by the time we finish all those meetings, we won't be able to see anybody in the hall again. So I was surprised. And when somebody said to me, oh, they are still coming, I said, no, let's start. And last night in LA, when we finished, some people were still coming. I said to them, no problem, I'm still here. And they're waiting. So let's start. My purpose of coming here today is very, very simple. And it's just to sincerely say thank you to those that organized our event in 2022 and those who were there, those who attended. It is rare for us politicians, when we are campaigning, to go back and say thank you after we have won or lost the election. I just came to say thank you. Nothing else.
He was there to say thank you. He's on a thank you to all. Where he said other things too, by the way. Right. As we are rounding it up this evening, I came across the testimony of Doyin Okwigbe, the man that was once the darling of the obedient until he unraveled, and they now called him a mole within their midst. And finally, he's going back to where he belongs. He was giving a testimony of how he sheathed death. Yeah, he had the cancer. God cured him, not the doctors. Because prostate cancer kills men a lot, but he got cured by God, and all the glory goes to that God.
And if you looked at it properly, each stripe he had led to bloodshed. So it was the blood that was shed by his stripes that heals us. You are the Lord that heals me. You are the Lord, my healer. You sent your word and it healed my disease. You are the Lord. Finally, let me tell you. There's nothing on this earth, not even death, that can shake my heart about the veracity and efficacy of the name and the blood of Jesus. Nothing. Not even the threat of death. Nothing. By the way, let me tell you, this is my second cancer. I had cancer of the prostate, a major male killer, 16 years ago. Today, I am completely free of cancer. Our greatest fear, our greatest problem here, ladies and gentlemen, is fear. Two things, just one more minute. Two things. We must, as Christians, apart from dancing, praising, and worshiping, the Bible you hold, you've got to find a way to believe it in totality. You have to believe it like a fanatic. There's nothing in it that is not correct. You just believe the Bible 100,000%, and you will benefit from it. I praise the Almighty God.
Is a doctor or was a doctor? Just don't know which one we should use now. All right. But there are many like that, right? They will they will go on and do chemo. They'll go to the hospital when they have problems, okay? And they will get cured and get that. Then they will go back to church or go back to mosque and tell you that it is and okay, you know, I don't want to go into argument with religious people right now, but it is a Nigerian thing, sure you get. So instead of them to just say, yeah, my doctors did everything, and I give glory to, I thank all my doctors, and I thank God for using them to cure me. No, they won't say that. They will say that it is the Bible. It is Allah. It is that Jesus, this and that. It's a Nigerian thing. You get what I mean? But when they have this cancer, they won't go to their pastors or what have you. They will go to the hospital. Some of them will go to their pastors, always die, by the way. Well, again, I don't want to go to argument with them because they'll be like, you don't know. See, my pastor cure Beggy. We'll live on like that. So that we will not start small fights now. Right? But you can give credit to the doctors who saved you and then give glory to God who used them. I think we can they both can go the same way, and God no go vex. As in my own book, God no suppose vex. Back to Nigeria again. The last time we saw Asari, he was sitting down and he was fuming, talking about how he got betrayed how the Yoruba did this and that. However, this time around, he wasn't sitting. He was dancing, talking to his militants. I don't know what he's saying, but they were responding, Sha. I don't know what he's saying, but it seems like it's charging them to we go fight or something like that. I don't know. But that's a sorry. So he wasn't sitting down, even though somebody was carrying his plastic chair next to him in case if he became tired, they just give him seat to sit. And you can sit down and just catch his breath. That was some job there, bro. Said, yes, sir. It's been a long time I do that. Kind of. Sorry, Doku dump. Those were supposed to be militants, and he has his guns. Maybe they are not there to display their guns, but those are Asari Dokudom's gunmen. How does he pay them, and how does he feed them, by the way? Like, you must have so much money, or be making so much money, right, to be able to house that number of people. Or, I don't know, like, he buys them the uniform, he buys them their boots, and they are almost there whenever he wants to show them off. They are always like dressed in uniform, and they are ready to do whatever he says they should do. It told us before that he's been able to send his guys to go and provide the security to help Nigerian army chase away the Fulani terrorists and Boko Haram terrorists across Nigeria. So he must kind of have so much money, And what Tinubu did to him is not good, okay? Because Asari was expecting to begin to get that pipeline contract. Okay, the pipeline contract is for the militants to protect the Nigerian oil or crude oil pipelines. But that is permanently willed to government Tompolo. So government Tompolo is the one winning the contract that makes over 4 billion naira. Now I hear that he's being paid over 6 billion naira every month. 6 billion naira every month. Some states say Ekiti no get 66 billion. The whole of Ekiti no get 6 billion from Abuja allocation. But Tompolo is probably richer than Ekiti, Oshun, Zamfara, Yobe. I'm trying to pick up some states that Tompolo is richer than by just being a contractor of the federal government of Nigeria. Bokwari was the one that started giving him the contract. Then this Tinubu has not cancelled it because it was supposed to cancel it and give it to Asari Dokudump. Now he's not done that. Asari Geami, they're not doing anything much per se. So he's always angry that Tinubu betrayed him for some reason. They couldn't take the contract from Tompolo. Which security? You believe that? Somebody said Asari provided Tinubu with security during the campaign. Do you believe that? I don't believe that because I didn't see Asari's security around Tinubu. No. Don't bring that here. Maybe that's what Asari is telling some people. There is no evidence of that. I beg you. But I don't want to argue with you, though. Because Nigeria is a place where anything possible. And if you provided security for Tinubu during the campaign, right, that means he got paid. Probably got paid for it. But there was nothing like that to prove that he provided Tinubu with security. No proof of that. Okay. Special force. Okay, Kingsley. All right, I'll take your word for it. Maybe that is why Astari is mad. They were supposed to what? They were supposed to become Mami, Abibkini. Like, Tinubu was supposed to convert them to army or what? Guys, do you know that in the last 11 days, going to 12 days now, there is no electricity in all of the northern Nigeria? It may sound unbelievable, but now them they can't complain right now. Schools or hospitals or homes or factories everywhere. There is no national Nigeria electricity anywhere in the last 12 days. And nobody is talking about it. They were busy. They are criminal politicians. They are jihadist politicians. They were busy pushing Sharia, how to make the entire Nigeria become a Sharia state. Do you know that the poorest states in Nigeria, the most ruined state in Nigeria today, Zamfara, is a Sharia state? It was the state that first established a Sharia law in year 2000. They started in 1999. By year 2000, they've already kind of promulgated into law in Zamfara. And today, Zamfara is the poorest state in Nigeria. It is also the state of, the terrorist in Nigeria. Sharia. Now, some of the other lawmakers from other parts of northern Nigeria, they were there standing in defense of how to make Nigeria a Sharia country. You have an idea what that means? Simply means that where they are practicing their Sharia means chaos, poverty, terrorism, and never seen before oppression will be the order of the day. Nigeria is not far from it though, right? Today, Kano State, where they are also, I don't think they are practicing Sharia. They only have Isba in Kano. They have Isba in Kaduna. But they have about 3 or 4 states practicing Sharia. Is it 4 states or even more than that? Sharia. Are they practicing Sharia in Kano? Kano has the highest out-of-school children, highest number of out-of-school children in the entire Nigeria. The number of out-of-school children in Kano alone is more than the population of Malta, is more than the population of Scotland. More than 5 million out-of-school children, they Kano. Sokoto is also practicing Sharia, Abi. Sokoto is also one of the poorest states in Nigeria. Go and check it out if you think I'm lying. These are the states where their politicians are the most corrupt as well. I'm talking about like deadly and dangerously corrupt. Because the Sharia is just for the people, it's not for them. Patawali has more than 30 children, right? And he was a former Zamfara governor. This guy looted over 200 billion naira from Zamfara. And they said, this guy never, all the projects, if you put together all the projects initiated by him, in 4 years, he no reached 2 billion. He's a minister now, though. There's another one there, was governor there, Yari. Yari is a senator right now. This guy has his own private jet. He's got a private jet. Zamfara, former governor. Bunch of thieves. But Sharia no catch them. Sharia no arrest them. Now they want the Sharia for the entire Nigeria. So they can force it on everybody. Work on the Shehu. I go, Shehu. So who is that? Shehu, Maiyegun. I said, Anna come lie. Shehu. I said, Anna come lie. Afa Shehu Maiyegun. Ugwamadi Shehu. No electricity in that region for over 11 days. And we are just reading about it online. Why they are so sad and angry that they had to step down the Sharia law for Nigeria. It's crazy, isn't it? Sure.
Let's understand fundamentally what the Nigerian security architecture is about. Nigeria security is not meant for Nigerians. Nigeria security system is for the elites, those in power. Nigeria security system, therefore, operates what is known as a police state. All our policemen, our electronic system, our investment in recruitment, the judiciary, is meant to protect those who are in charge of Nigeria, the owners of Nigeria. Abuja tells you all of it. You can find more policemen about 1 mile square here than you can find where Boko Haram is ravaging Nigeria. I drove from Zamfara, or was it Kebbi, to Sokoto. There was no single checkpoint. But if you threaten the Nigerian ruling class today, you will find that you have security in this country. And as most of you know, I'm a regular with the courts. I have over 3 criminal cases, including one that will come up tomorrow for cyber crime. I have another one, treasonable felony. My prosecutor before is seated here, S.A.N. Liman, who prosecuted me unsuccessfully for treason, and after that he abandoned the prosecution. I haven't seen him until today. So I greet you. You are welcome. He's now representing Emiloko. And I must say to you as well that for us to get a Nigerian security system for the Nigerian people must be able to vote for a Nigerian leader. Because any leader that is voted for religious reason is going to be the leader for the religious movement. That is voted on ethnic basis can only represent his ethnic concern. Any leader that is voted on the basis of any primordial sentiment will only represent that primordial sentiment. Also understand.
No doubt. That is why they will tell you that Showore can be president as well. It's too radical. Did you see the faces? Did you see the faces of all those criminals there, including the one that prosecuted him for treason? That one that said he abandoned his case. Did you see his face? He's talking about me. This guy is a madman. They talk about me here. That's why if somebody said that the only person, now my friend said that too, that the only person that he believes that if by anything he becomes the president of that place, right, you could just realize that some people will just kind of leave Nigeria, they don't come back there again. I'm talking about people where we say ordinarily you probably would never believe they are involved in the destruction of that country. They will just leave and they will not come back. They will run away. Is the only guy who can probably just get them to. Obi can't. Obi doesn't. Obi is like, no, you don't close your shop and begin to chase thieves. What you have to do is to make sure that they don't steal your stuff anymore. That's Obi style. Obi can't send them to jail. Obi can't get, he can't sack the judges who are corrupt and get all of them jailed. You can't get the National Assembly members arrested and jailed. Showore can do it. Because there is law. There are laws who can jail all of these criminals. People just don't want to use them, right? Because the law is made for you, not for them. All right? Did you see Abacha Bagman there? He's a Bagudu. He's a minister now. They're all there. The whole contraption. Everybody is telling you that they are working to make your life better. Thieves. You're seeing their faces. Thieves. Trying to make your life better, which is impossible. Well, because tonight is the first night when our time changed. I just want to use this time to announce to us that our platform, MaiyegunsDiary Politico, our time has changed. For those of us who live in the UK, I need you to please remember, okay, our time is still 8 p.m. 8 p.m. as usual. But if you are watching me from Nigeria, our time has changed. So now you are an hour ahead of us. So same thing goes to my North American viewers.